This is the Fifine XLR dynamic microphone for podcast streaming. It is both a USB and XLR studio microphone. If you just are looking for a microphone that you can just plug directly into your computer, this is a great option and affordable option for you. It's got a headphone jack in it so that you can, like I'm doing right now, monitor my own voice while it's happening. Of course, when you've got that plugged into your computer, you're able to hear that back as well. So when you're gaming, you have a really good quality microphone. It's also dynamic, right? And so there's a lot of noise that might be happening in your room that's, like a fan and other things that are happening. This is going to, it's going to help with that. I will say it's a pretty rugged microphone as well. You can tell though when I'm tapping it, you're going to get some of that noise. I would recommend that you get this off of your desk, not on a stand on your desk where you'd be able to hear a lot of the typing on your keyboard and things like that. So you want to get a boom arm, something like what Fifine has provided to us. By the way, our friends at Fifine have provided me this microphone free of charge so I could do a video like this, but of course my opinions here are all my own. And so the other thing I do like about this is it does have a mute button on the microphone itself. I'm going to try to keep talking in it so you can see it, but as you can see, it's green currently, but if I were to push this, it's somewhat tactile, so I would recommend you listen via headphones, and so you can see whether or not this it makes noise when I hit this to mute and when I unmute it. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to start talking, and I'm going to hit the mute button and go on and off so you can kind of hear how that sounds. So dynamic microphone with noise reduction effectively reduces unwanted background noise, shine through in the podcast or streaming scene. So you can kind of hear how that worked right there with the mute button. In case you wanted to like cough or something, you can hit this, and then nobody hears you cough. The idea here, obviously, in the way I'm speaking is I'm speaking across it, not directly into it, because you don't want that those things called plosives where I've got extra air coming out when I say words like podcast and pizza. They're not going directly in there and blowing out people's ears, but it's easy to hear that when you're using the headphone monitoring system that is in the microphone. It also has an XLR microphone, or a traditional microphone cable input that you can plug into an interface on your computer, like a Rodecaster Pro or other interfaces that you've got, and you can use that. But when you do that, you don't have all of the other sort of functionalities, like the lights and things like that. So you want to be able to, if you want to be able to keep things easier and just use a USB mic and be able to use all of these other little funky things like this light, so you just want to plug that into your computer and use the USB and not the XLR. What I will tell you about this is there is two separate knobs on this microphone. One is for the gain, that's the amount of gain that's coming out of this microphone and being sent into your computer, and then the other is headphones, which is the amount of volume that's coming out of the headphone jack, your local monitoring. So you want to make sure you get those two straight. One is the gain into your microphone, so you want to make sure that if you're someone that speaks really loudly, relatively loud, you want to turn down that gain knob, and if you depending on how you want to hear something, in your local monitoring, you can turn it up or down there. I've got the gain at a certain level, and I've got it pretty much all the way up. I could start to turn it back some, and you could start to hear I get quieter. And you can hear it I can hear it in my headphones as well as I'm getting quieter, and you want to get up. I probably was up a little bit too loud, so I'm going to bring it back down to about this level right here. And that's -6 to -12 dBs, or somewhere in the yellow on any gauge. Never in the red, always somewhat in the yellow in terms of your gauge. So there you go. That is the Fifine Tank3 XLR dynamic microphone, and I hope this video helps you.